because you know him from shows and movies like House and Dead Poets Society. Now he's hitting the Chicago stage alongside Helen Hunt and Ian Bufford.
Robert Sean Leonard is starring in Betrayal. It's a story of hidden truths as a marriage comes to an end and a former lover makes a return. Robert joins us with more. Thanks for being here.
Thank you. It's a pleasure to be here.
Yeah, so, okay, Jersey guy, how do you like Chicago so far?
I love it. It's nowhere near as cold as I thought it would be, but I have a lot of thermal things, and I have one of the like flap hat things with the ear things. And it's a little, it's not really the best look for me, but I'm really loving it. I've always wanted to come to the Goodman, and I've always wanted to come to Chicago, so I'm really happy.
Well, speaking of that, having always desired to be on stage at the Goodman and be here in Chicago, we heard that there's a few famous people that helped influence you here. One of whom is a great Chicagoan who's unfortunately no longer with us, but we adore and love everybody that's here in Chicago. Brian Dennehy.
Yeah, I've worked with Brian in my career, and that was always one of his things: is kid, you got to get to Chicago. You got to get to the Goodman. And Robert Falls used to run the Goodman Theater, and I've done two Broadway plays with Bob, and now Susan Booth runs it, who's wonderful, and so yeah, it was a long time coming. I'm really happy to be here.
But he told you had to do something on opening night,
How
right?
do you know this? Oh, I talked to Dean about it. Yeah, Brian said two things. He said, if you ever get to Chicago, I don't know, it's so odd that he said this. Two things you got to promise me. One, you tip your dresser. You tip the dresser well. And when you tip the dresser, give him a hug and say, thanks, kid. Completely random. I don't know why he said it, but I've been waiting for years. And then all through rehearsal, I was thinking, I got to get ready. And Angela, my dresser, sure enough, I said, I got two things to do, and you're a part of both of them. So I finally did it. I fulfilled my promise to Brian Dennehy from years ago.
Oh, my goodness. Another one, Jennifer Morrison, who you worked with on House. We had her on the show. She was at the Goodman recently.
She's the reason I'm here. She called me a year or so ago and said, I'm with my friend Susan Booth, who's just directed me, and she's thinking of maybe doing Betrayal with Helen Hunt, and she wanted to talk to you about it. And so Jennifer was the seed from which this all came, the start of it.
Incredible. And how are you enjoying it so far?
I love it. It's a great space. It's an incredible audience. It's an incredible crew. The crew, backstage crew, is the best I've ever worked with. Truly, I've done, I don't know how many plays on Broadway, 20 or something. It is the most professional, the nicest prepared. The crew is so much more impressive than we are, and you'll never know it, but you should.
Oh, now I have to ask you, when you get in your car after doing this, or you're walking back to where you're staying.
Well, I get on the Brown train.
You're getting on the Brown line.
Yeah.
What's going through? Are you emotionally exhausted? Because this whole piece is about betrayal. Who's betraying who? Who's like?
Well, does betrayal exhaust you?
Yes.
Well, it could be. I mean, it's like going back and forth. I mean, goodness, who is betraying who in this?
Everyone betrays everyone.
Everybody,
including Harold Pinter betrays me, I think.
Oh, geez.
I think Harold Pinter's the playwright.
Right.
I've never really been that kind of actor. I often think about, whether I've done my laundry or not in the middle. Actually, in the middle of actually saying a line, I'll be thinking, God, did I hit the start button or did I not? I walk off stage, and an old friend of mine, Chris McGarry, once said, half the time I will look over at you in the last scene and I expect to see you in your street clothes with your Walgreens bags, and your Subway token. I'm out. When I'm out, I'm out. And I'm very much back watching Judge Judy and very happily ensconced in my artist housing.
She's a great judge.
I know. Yeah. We carry her on our channel, so that's good. So here's the thing, though. It's a triangle here. A lot of stage time for you. It's relatively a short play.
Yeah, it's 90 minutes.
Right? There's like 9 scenes.
9 scenes, 90 minutes, yeah.
But the weird thing is it goes backwards. So are you repeating a lot of the same scenes from different angles or saying the same lines?
No, it's just chronologically, he messed with it. It's almost like a mystery, because the first scene you see is Helen and myself 2 years after our affair ended. And the very first scene of our life, our chronology as people in the play, is the last thing you see, which is the night I seduce her. So throughout it's really interesting, because she'll say something. I'll ask how a kid is, or I'll say, oh, he must be 5 now. And she goes, he is. You remembered. And I say, well, I would remember that. Oh. And then you think, what? And then later, the husband will say, oh, she's just putting Ned down. And I stop walking for a moment. And you think, it's a bit of a mystery play.
And then there's some kind of projections as well going
Yeah,
on, and
yeah,
kind of adding to that home movie type feel.
Yep, they had Helen and Jan and myself sent photos of ourselves from different times of our life, and they have, so you really get a sense of these people, the history of these people, and they've morphed pictures of us playing squash together at different ages, and it's very cool, very cool.
But I would assume as an actor that's really challenging because, I mean, I guess when you're shooting a film, it's not in the order of the film.
Yeah.
But it's like you got to keep straight, like where are you?
Exactly.
in
It
your...
happened in rehearsal all the time where I would be in the middle of the scene and think, well, wait a minute, does Jan know yet that we're having an affair? Or is that later? Or I mean, in our sense, earlier? You do get lost in it until you really know the story well. And as Jan and Helen and I both all agree, it's sort of very good to do the play in order. Even if you're just running lines, every once in a while to do it in order so that you remember when things happen.
Well, gosh, you're a true professional on stage. Tony Award winning. Do you prefer the stage to film?
I do. I have nothing against film or television, but it is. But if the money was as good on stage, I know many stage actors who would never shoot anything.
Yeah.
First of all, the hours are pretty good. I mean, I work 90 minutes a day, but it's also, it's just a different, it's a different art, it's a different feeling. Films, it's a lot of waiting. It's a lot. You guys know, it's a lot of waiting and a lot of time.
Says an actor who has been in some iconic films and television series. I mean, House, I mean, has a cult following. I think of films, I mean, very early on was Dead Poet Society, which you revealed to Sarah and I, you've not rewatched.
No. It's not a lack of self-love or anything. I enjoy celebrating myself, but I don't. It's not fun to watch yourself. I think most actors would agree with me on that. But I mean, Dead Poets was, oh my gosh. Oh, and I'm dressed as Puck. Wonderful. Yeah, that rather
So, yes.
Messiah-like headpiece. Oh, there's Robin.
And at this, 20 years old, is that what you were
19.
when you, 19 years old?
Yeah.
Does anything stick out to you as just being a career-changing moment or inspired you to continue on? Or
Everything sticks out to me.
Yeah.
Gorgeous. Look at you.
It changed certainly changed my professional life, but it also changed my personal life a great deal. To have someone like Peter Weir, who had just done Witness and The Mosquito Coast, and this incredibly powerful director, you know, every kid in New York auditioned for that movie. Every kid in LA, River Phoenix wanted to do it. And Peter didn't hire him because he said, I want all these kids to be unknown. And it's very important to me that the audience gets to know them. And I don't want any of them to stand out. So River wanted to play my role. But it's when to have a person like that point to you and say, you know, of all the people who auditioned Los Angeles and in New York, I think you're the one. I mean, at 19, that's some pretty good catnip.
A true gift. I have to tell you, one of my favorite movies, Much Ado About Nothing. Another great director, Kenneth Branagh. You were in it at the time. Kenneth Branagh was married to Emma Thompson. She was in the film with you. That was incredible. I mean, you've been in some great films.
I was doing a movie called Swing Kids with Kenneth.
Yes.
He had a smaller
Swing
part.
Kids
2
is great
weeks of work on that, and I whored myself. I kept dropping Shakespeare because I knew he was Much Ado. References to Shakespeare, all these things. And finally, Kenneth said, "Oh, for God's sake, Robert, enough." I get it. And when he left Prague, he never mentioned it again. There was a note in my hotel, the little box. I'd never gotten one the whole time I was filming. And this guy said, "You have a letter in your box." And I went down, and it was just a note from Ken that just said, "I'll see you in Italy."
Oh, you're kidding.
And that was how I was offered the part.
Wow.
Yeah.
How about House? Was that different, auditioning for that?
Very different, but
Okay.
I auditioned for House. It's a little bit of, I don't know if it's nepotism, but Bryan Singer, who directed the pilot of House, went to school with Ethan Hawke. So I'd known Bryan for...
Who you became good friends with in Dead Poet Society. Yeah.
So I've known Bryan for a long, long time, and I didn't know when I went to the audition. I walked in, and there was Bryan. I hadn't seen him in years, and he... so it was a bit of a family affair in my case. But and Hugh Laurie, who I'd known because he was friends with Emma and all those people from Much Ado. But House was not the hardest job in the world because Hugh Laurie and I could talk to him forever, and I adore him. So that was like coming home. Those scenes with him were just so familiar and wonderful to do.
I mean, my goodness, a prolific career that keeps on going, of course, here at the Goodman, but then on top of that, you're going to be in HBO's Gilded Age.
Yeah, I was in that.
Starring Carrie Coon, who
Carrie Coon
has
and
a lot of
Cynthia
Chicago
Nixon
ties.
and a bunch of great people.
Yeah, fabulous. So incredible. Thank you so much for being with us.
It was a pleasure to be here. Thanks for having me.
Really appreciate it. Betrayal is at the Goodman Theater through March 30th. It was extended because people had such great reviews about it. For tickets and more information, just head to goodmantheater.org or find them on Instagram.